So we are a charity with a big dream to convert what was a gravel pit, so it's about 380 acres, into a green space for the community to enjoy. So this project was to create a gardening program for toddlers aged 2 to 4. And what we were hoping for was a project that would, or a program that was 6 weeks in length, covered a different vegetable each week, and incorporated songs, crafts, planting, and taste testing and games into the program.
We were both full-time students. This was a project that was an entire year. We're used to just semester projects. So, and really in this course there weren't really deadlines. So it was up to us to make our own deadlines. Sometimes it was a week dedicated, okay, we're gonna do this, 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 and this within the week. Other times it was, hey, I'm really busy with my other classes, we're not gonna touch this week. So just being able to balance and kind of make your own deadlines, like by this date, we want to have X, Y, and Z finished. And we kind of did that. We took the accountability to send to Abbey Gardens, okay, we're gonna send you this by this day. So then it held us accountable instead of just a deadline between the two of us.
The first step for Krishna and Caitlin was to do a bit of background research on other gardening programs mostly in Ontario, but they did branch out a bit from that. But just what are the key components of children's gardening programs for this age group?
We were able to see what the research process was like instead of just learning about it. So we all had to take a class where we learned these are the methods of qualitative research, but this was really an opportunity to be able to put that into action and really see how long an ethics proposal takes to submit, things like that.
We got to network with their educational coordinators and their other coordinators within the center that helped to build the project as a whole.
And then in their second semester, they took on actually creating the lesson plans for us, putting together materials lists based on our budget that we had available for them. And we also challenged them to create some marketing materials because it's just it's a different way to be able to describe the project. So we wanted that piece involved as well.
I think the best and fun part, I guess, of this project was making the lesson plans for us, because it's not only making the lesson plans, but it's making the resources to go with it. So Caitlin had a really fun time making some magnifying glasses for the children. And I had a real fun time making the marketing component of this project. We had to make a poster and we had to make a pamphlet, and I think once we started making all those resources, that it started to come together, and we actually were just very proud of the fact that we could have put something like that into the community.
I think we always like to give students some creative freedom because everybody has different ideas, and we wanted to see what they could come up with and see if it was something different than we ever would have developed ourselves.
So we had all of our lesson plans and all of the activities to do, and then in the back of our document we had a list of, if one activity goes too quickly and you have a chunk of time, because the program was an hour and a half, so if you have 20 minutes left and nothing else to do in your lesson plan, flip to this page, here's a fun activity that you can do. So kind of thinking of all the things as a teacher, so that because we knew that they were hiring a summer staff and maybe they weren't experienced in education, so hey, if you have extra time, you don't know what to do, just flip to this. It's pretty easy. Most don't require any additional resources.
All the community-based research projects we've had on site have had longevity for us. We had a student do a composting research project with us, and we were able to implement her project on site here as well. And we have people who've done trail work, and now those trails are on the site and they're marked and people are using them. So for us as a charity with a smaller staff team and 380 acres to work with, these type of projects just let us just do things on the property we wouldn't have been able to do in a timely manner just based on what our staff can do alone. So they've all had a huge impact for us.
For me, it really defined who I am as a teacher, as I am pursuing the career of teaching. I don't want to be one of the teachers that just sits in the classroom and spits out information at their students. I want to be a teacher who brings their students outside and really has that hands-on connection. That's something that we really tried to develop in the program. So every single day in the program, the kids are outside, they're doing activities outside, they are planting the seeds outside, they're harvesting the garden. I want to be that hands-on teacher. I don't want to be the teacher that just sits in the class and gives the students knowledge.